What's going on, T-Bone? When it comes to great days in DCD Collect's year, I have a hard time believing the day that we launch unCONventional isn't one of the top 3 days of the entire year. There is so much anticipation. What's going on? Hellbolt! I love you, man. Oh, Paul Maitland. Paul Maitland, Mr. Moist himself. I am glad you are feeling better. Our dear friend Paul Maitland went to Dragon Con, drew a bunch of dragons, got COVID, and then decided he didn't want to have COVID anymore, and now doesn't have COVID. That is how strong and amazing Paul Moistland is. What's going on, KP? Oh, I will stay hydrated. Oh, he's not disgustingly moist. What's going on, Carlos? I have gone through and evaluated every pile of unCONventional. And they're good. They are pretty balanced value-wise. Obviously, some of them have shocking items in them, like wow items. Obviously, we couldn't do 25 wow items, or else these would be $500 a piece. But my goodness, I would not be upset with any of these. And then, as if that wasn't enough, Uncle Doug, what's going on, Tangle? Hello there. Uncle Doug said, would you think this would be something great to give away for the month of September? For anybody who makes a purchase in September, would this be a nice giveaway? And I looked him dead in his soul and I said, no, I don't want you to give that away. Trevor can back me up. He was in the room. I said, I don't think you should give that away. I think you should give it to me. Or let me buy that from you. Or find a trade. Don't give it to the people. Give it to me. And he said, all right, I'll make you a deal. DC, this is all true. If you agree to give this away on September, hold on, 30th? 30 days in September, I think. September 30th. Now I gotta look at a map so I don't look like an idiot. Not that I've already misquoted myself. Yeah, 30 days. I'm right. For those who don't know, you can actually figure out the days, how many days are in a month by counting your knuckles. It's weird, but that's how I remember. He said, if you give this away September 30th, I will find you a similar one, and I will arrange your acquisition of it. I said, deal, Uncle Doug, deal. So, despite my initial pushback, Somebody that makes a purchase in the month of September, and that includes all the way back to the 1st, they are going to be in the drawing for this. Oh my. That's a neat drawing, Dave says. Oh my. Is what I say. Yeah. CGC 98 Ghost Rider #1, signed and remarked sketch cover. I mean, that's beyond a remark. Let's just say that's a straight up sketch cover of Ghost Rider by Teixeira. Ice Wolf, I love you. So holy buckets, kids. Holy buckets. That is one heck of a giveaway, eh? Mondo's like, yeah, I dig it. I dig it. You should. It's ridiculous. It goes even beyond, like, I love you guys, and when it comes to breaking, unboxing, I'm a communist. I believe everybody should get something. I believe everybody should get great stuff. Equally awesome things. This is massive. I was like, it's your money, man. You do what you want to do. So this is real. Somebody's gonna get this at the end of the month. No joke. I'm gonna hide it back here. What's going on, Mr. Young? Mr. Young, hopefully you caught that announcement. If you didn't, well, you should have been here on time. All right, what's next? Oh, yeah, the reason you're all here. Asks not to give something away. It's good. Yeah. Dave's like, when the man of the people, the hashtag man of the people, asks not to give it away, it's good. Here they are. These are the envelopes that contain the numbers that collate to a pile of goodies for unCONventional. One of these piles is filled with really good stuff. One of these, the other pile, is filled with really good stuff. So between the two of these, there's some really good stuff in here. Let's shuffle so that nobody can say I could possibly know where any of this stuff is. Let's make it impossible. Sketchy connection tonight. Am I? Am I losing some stuff? I think 4 of these are already sold. Let me look at my numbers. Yeah, 4 of the 23 are. There's only 19 left already. And I have a feeling when the first couple get opened, you guys are gonna be in. By the way, those who purchased earlier today, Joe, Ice, Craig, and Carlos, each of you got a 9-cent refund. The price on the website was wrong. So look for your 9-cent refund. And don't spend it all in one place. All right. Somebody tell me when I should stop shuffling. Somebody just say stop. I'm like Captain America. I can do this all day. That's right. 9-cent refund. That's right. Listen, if something is wrong, I'm going to fix it no matter how small it is. Hashtag that's what she said. All right, Carlos said stop. That's it. We're done. Carlos said stop. That's the stack. Let's get out the marker. And let's start numbering. 1 through 23. This is exciting. Now count from the back. Tutu, the ballerina. Of course I would mess up the last one, right? I am so bad at writing. This is going to be the lucky one. There you go. Somebody's just all aces with 23. Gold doesn't show up very well on the black background, Carlos. Truth be told, the gold is a metallic gold, so it doesn't. It's too dark. Silver we have found is the absolute best, or neon yellow if it's a paint marker, but the paint markers tend to rub off on the vinyl. Oh, I should probably should have done that, huh? Probably should have set that. Well, there it is. Now it's set. All right, 1 through 23. Now it's time for order. 7 times will let us know the order we're doing these in. There it is. There it is. Joe's got 15, Ice 7, Craig 8, Carlos the deuce. Throw up those deuces, man. Now it's time to get excited. There we go. So, who's excited? I am. Ice getting lucky number 7. I actually have to send an email to Joe to see if he wants his opened early or he wants me to wait. So we're just gonna hold Joe's until I get an answer back from him. So Joe's got Patrick Mahomes' number. I'm just gonna throw that over there. Thanks, Carlos. All right, Ice. Well, you are up first anyway. So because you got to go to bed early, here we go. A few people ordered additional things, so let me make sure I have everybody's. Craig, in addition, you have a Space Spectacular. Let me do that real quick. That will be number 18. To go with your 8. And away we go! Ice Wolf 2023 unCONventional 7. 7? 7. Good luck, man. Your number is 5. 5. 5 for Ice Wolf. Well, that was quick. To kick it off, you are going to get a copy of the Sean Shen signed Genesis Ash Can by 24/7. These were limited to the show only. The show, and to the Sean Shen published box. So you will be getting one of those. How about a signed Bing print? And this print will make a lot more sense in a few moments. This print was made for San Diego Comic-Con and premiered at SDCC. Signed comic, signed print so far. Bing! That is, I believe, a 6x9 original piece of art by Bing. Oh, so they ended up having to change the name. I know more than I'm allowed to talk about. And Ice Wolf. This box has one of the lowest counts of hits in it. Because you're getting the Cowboy Bebop Limited Mondo poster. This is number 70 out of 115. 70 of 115. Ice is like, I've watched that show so many times. Well, there you go, man. There's only 115 in the world, and now you own one. Yeah, go ahead, I double dog dare you. Look these up on eBay. Obviously, the ones with the lower hit count are gonna be the Mondo posters. Congratulations, man. I'm glad you enjoy the show, and now you get to hang it on your wall. That is meant to be. Now, Craig, I need to know if you're ready. They are going for between $140 and $250 right now on eBay. And you paid what? I don't even know what we had these at. I know I had to refund 9 cents. Because I know the cents, $232.23. That's right. I had to fix it because they were 32 cents instead of 23 cents. $232.23. So either you've got 70% of your money back or you've made money on it. If that's how you want to look at it, Ice Wolf. And that's before you even get to the art and autos. Craig has number 8, but just as important, he has number 18 in Star Wars Spectacular featuring Lee Cozy. How is this so out of focus? I literally did this at 4:30. I'm going to have to do it again. All right, do it again. I probably didn't save. It's probably my fault. User error. That's what it always is. As we know, this has been the lucky cutter. So let's see if it does double duty. He said duty. You are going to get a 2023 Star Wars SIG series, as well as an original piece of art by legendary Star Wars artist Lee Cozy. Maybe I was out of focus. Oh, goodness. Toby. Tobi. That's Jaden Waldman's autograph from Star Wars Visions. If you haven't seen Star Wars Visions, after the show tonight, go watch Star Wars Visions. Get it, Ice Wolf. Let them know how great things are. And now for the cozy. Do you remember what I said about upside down cards? Well, lo and behold, Craig, this too is upside down. I hope you're getting excited. Oh, snap-a-doodle. Oh, snap-a-doodle. If I put it upside down in the envelope, it means it's something I need to pay close attention to, 'cause it's a big hit. And Star Wars Galactic Files Series 2 licensed sketch card of R2-D2. KP tells you money, 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 money. Money. These are quite expensive, blank, let alone graced with the ink of a cozy. Hello, lady. Is that good? Did we do well? Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You can ask Lee, but he has sketch cards in his display that are between 2 and 5, depending on how they're done and what back they're in. That is choice. That is the biggin. That is the big back you want. That is muy bueno. And then we have unCONventional. That'll go great with the one from last week. You're absolutely right. You are killing it. All right. Your number is 7. 7. Look at you, number 7. Where's number 7? Where's number 7? Oh, there's number 7. Oh. Seven. You are also getting the Sean Shen Ashcan. You are also getting the Sean Shen and Mickey Finnegan. Let me rephrase that. Emmy Award-winning writer and director Mickey Finnegan, aka Swagglehoss, signed original comic. You are also getting a Scott Hanna signed Spider-Man you are also getting this, of which I want. I think we know why there is a whale on this pin set. I think we know what San Diego really means. You are also getting an original Bing, which I want to point something out that people may not know about what Bing did for this particular break. If you can acquire all 4 of the Bings, all 4 Bings make one big piece of art. Uh-oh. Tradey. Oh, secret. But, Craig, oh, Craig, for you, we have a turd baby. If you don't know what a turd baby is, you're about to, because you, Craig, are now the proud owner of not just any turd baby, but a Todd McFarlane signed turd baby. That, as you can see by the glare, is a hand-signed turd baby. It's a turd baby. So there you go. You got 3 autographed comics, 1 original piece of art. There it is. Wow. You got Ron and a whale and a Todd Father signed turd baby. There you go, man. Congratulations. All right, Ice Wolf, good night, man. It's scary that right before you go to bed, the last thing you see on the screen is a turd baby. Go watch something real quick before you go to bed, Ice Wolf. Carlos. Carlos. The last thing I said. DC, the last thing I'll see before I go to bed on the screen is your bald head. So actually not much different than a turd baby. I love it. I love it. Carlos, you got the deuce. Speaking of turd babies, Carlos got the deuce. Carlos, get excited. I am. You have number 4. You got a 4. Let's see what's in 4. Oh, Carlos. Oh, Carlos, this is right up your alley. Carlos, listen, man. Yeah, Dave's like, my wife just yelled from the next room, what the hell are you watching? What are turd babies? Mrs. Zines, first of all, you look absolutely lovely tonight. If nobody has told you that yet today, Mrs. Zines, you look absolutely wonderful. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Secondly, Dave is simply watching collectors collecting weird things, but trust me, no turds were harmed in the making of that product. So, Carlos, when we created these boxes, we realized a few of these would be niche. A few of these would have to go to the right home for them to be truly appreciated. Now, we knew the value and cost was there. We weren't worried about that at all. We were just worried that because some of these piles were a little more niche than others, that it would be required that they go to a good home. Carlos, this pile screams Carlos. This is a match made in heaven. Your response was, please don't pay to buy turds. Whatever else you're collecting is fine. I love that answer. Oh, Mrs. Zines, this drink is for you. Cheers, Mrs. Zines. I salute you. You are a wonderful sport, and I love you, as I do everybody that can hear my voice. All right, Carlos, if you're at work, sit down. If you're not at work yet, then sit down because I don't want you to hurt your head when you pass out. Yeah, you're getting a Sean Chen Genesis. You're getting a Sanity. This is one where his marker actually started to go. He had to do it in silver. So you have one in silver as opposed to gold, which makes it a little different than the others that were done. How about this Bing? A little spider punk Bing. Strangely, 3 out of the 5 Bings have been pulled. It's not all Bing, by the way. There are many other artists. Excuse me. So this is a great start. But the reason this was tailor-made for you is the next 4 exclusive pieces. Oh, buddy. Trevor can tell you all about this exclusive puppeteer variant of Spawn #1. These were a wicked hot commodity. These are very sought after. I know you're a Spawn guy, and wait till you see the other three, because I have a feeling you are gonna really have a great time deciding how you're gonna use them. This is the Puppet Master cover done by the puppeteer. There are only 1,000 of these in existence, and you know what there's only 1,000 of? Carlos! There's also only 1,000 of these. Scorched #1 out of 1,000. All you need to do is figure out what goes on the cover. So you have the con exclusive, only 1,000 printed, Scorched #1 gold foil, and Gunslinger #1 gold foil, only 1,000. Con exclusive. And finally, if that wasn't good enough for you, out of 1,000, King Spawn. So, my friend, you have 3 con exclusive books that there's only 1,000 made. And I will tell you right now, the blanks are hard to come by because quite a few people had either Todd or I think it was Capullo was there with him. There it is. Yeah, boy! He had them signing. So there's very few truly blank ones left. So keep in mind, there's only 1,000. A gaggle of them were actually signed and or sketched by various artists at the con. Of those 1,000, who knows how many blanks survived? Keep that in mind. We found last year Spawn #1. The blank was selling more than the autographed one because the blank was rarer because Todd signed so many. So, Carlos, this could not have gone to a better person, man. Congratulations. You got some rarities. All right, let's keep going. Dangle. Dangle-lang, dangle-lang. Dangle, you bought the very last envelope. What's going on, Don? So your choice, Dangle. Carlos like, I want the turd. I want the turd, baby. Dangle, you can keep envelope 12, or you can take the Nightwing backpack. The choice is yours. Dangle leave already? No, he's still here. I'm melting. I'm melting. Yeah, I heard it's warm in there. Oh, I'm rolling the dice, so you're going to take the envelope. The last envelope for quite a while. The Lost Boys, since 1987. But wait, there's more. I would consider that t-shirt only one of many variations of Lost Boys. Another variation of Lost Boys would be these two. So you can have some pins for your t-shirt. It's SpongeBob and Patrick, Ice Cream Men. Done. Oh, and the winner of the Lee Cozy Dragon, Hayden, reached out to me today, gave me his address. Tomorrow, excuse me, the dragon will be in the mail. So there is the follow-up. I did reach out. Took him about a week to get back. He probably saw the email, was like, yeah, this is spam. This is clearly not real. Nobody actually gives stuff away from Comic-Con. And he actually was very surprised. And he was like, I did not think I would win. Well, you did. So that is on his way. He shot me the email. I've already printed. It's in the envelope and will be dropped off tomorrow. So that's it. Carlos, Craig got the turd baby. Craig got the turd baby. My brain isn't what it used to be. Yeah, neither is mine. Neither is mine. All right, so that catches us up on the day. That is not the button I wanted to press. That's the button I wanted to press. There we go. Hate it. Hate it. Hayden. Oh, and as a reminder, all 4 of you are in the running for the Disney backpack as well. Oh, yeah, the Grogu giveaway, that's up. Team Up's still hanging in there. We've got you covered, still available. Lee's starting. Boy, the computer is slow today. Say it like fat bastard. Turd. That's a turd baby. I ate a turd baby. Oh, yeah. I'm dead sexy. You crap. I ate a turd baby. I like turds. They're great turds. Or as it's a I'm famous for my huge turds. I think the boba is still in We've Got You Covered. It's possibly. Dangle. Dangles, I clicked it just for the hell of it. Go Lions. Yes, tomorrow I will be sidetracked by the Lions' victory as I am live. So you know the phone will be propped up against the screen and I will be watching it as we open things. Someone put the period too close to the space bar. I can't remember the name of the guy who created the typewriter. But it'd be his fault. Ooh, excuse me. I shouldn't be tired today. I actually slept well last night. Yeah, chances are if you and T-Bone think it's still there, it's probably still there. I do know. Oh, that reminds me. And thank you for reminding me. We've Got You Covered 4 goes away Friday. How close are we on Sports Flicks? Pretty far. There's 30 of them. We're at 11. Team Ups is about a third of the way done. We've Got You Covered is about 2/3 of the way. Or 1/3 of the way. Cozy's Robots are half done. Manga just didn't work. Space Spectacular is almost done. TMNT is just shy of halfway. That's still loaded. And Covered is about a little over a third of the way there. Yeah, for those who don't know, Travis Kelce hyperextended his knee. They believe he has avoided major injury, but he is doubtful for tomorrow. Noah Gray is. Wow, I just spit all over myself. Noah Gray is a capable backup. He's no Kelsey, but he has a pretty. I think he has like a 75% or 80% catch rate. He's no slouch, and he's a young guy. They do have somebody to throw to. He did take over for Kelsey when he got injured last year and was a serviceable backup. They have a lot of wild card receivers that will be interesting. No, the no is because we're getting We've Got You Covered goes away on Friday. Because next week Wednesday, Zio goes on sale. Oh yeah. KP, I agree. Oh, I concur. So yeah, that is it's the old pumping the brakes on this bad boy. Talking fantasy, I sent you a picture of my nephew Matt. He finished last in his fantasy league last year. You don't want to finish last. Feel free to share. Yes, that is fantastic. That's worth sharing. So, as Don said, his nephew Matt finished last in fantasy last year. His punishment. Oh my. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, I don't want to play in your league. Nope. Nope. First of all, nobody wants to see me with my shirt off. Second of all, I'd rather probably skin myself than have Tua painted on me. Oh, goodness gracious. I should not be tired right now. Carlos really wants your turd, Craig. I mean, there's so many jokes. Now, Carlos, if you were to if you were to fly to Santa Barbara, break into the studio, disable the alarm, silence the attack dog, and knock out the two armed guards that are here 24/7, and manage to get your hands on Craig's turd, took it home, and stole it, would that make you a turd burglar? I would say yes. I'll let the chat decide. Check Discord. One of 1,000 print I got today, having it signed in October. I'm going to check the Discord. Oh, nice. I'll share that one. Fields fan or not, that is a cool piece of art. How can you say that with a straight face? I will tell you, it's actually funny. It's hilarious you say that, Craig. So as most of you know, I am a trained I'm a trained actor. It's true. I did not do a conventional training in the way of like going to a dramatic academy. I didn't go to school. I took the poor man's route, and I dove in and found a group of people. I auditioned for an improv troupe. I made the improv troupe, and then I learned from the masters. We toured a couple of places in the U.S., got to meet really accomplished improv actors, most of whom nobody will ever hear, but their contribution to improv acting is paramount. And I would pick up pointers, and you would train. They would say, hey, what do you want to learn today? Or they'd say, I would love to teach you about this. And one of the things, and this is 100%, so I'm going to grab a drink. I'm going to grab a cider while I tell this story, because you all can actually learn something from it. So I don't remember who my acting coach was that taught me this. Because it was during a full week intensive. We were in Austin, Texas. It had to have been about 2008. About 2000, say 2008, maybe. I'll say 2008. We're going with 2008. So I was one of the founding members of Second Thought Improv out of Ocala, Florida. We were out of the Marion Theater, and we were an improv troupe that did comedy that was short form game style sketches. Um, we were known for being family friendly, which is why I'm so good at doing this job, even though, and Don will tell you, and Trevor will tell you, outside of work, I cuss like a sailor. I have a mouth that if my mother was Catholic, it would have been washed out more times than the stains in the underwear of somebody who habitually eats Taco Bell twice a day, every day. Um, so we were in this intensive at the Out of Bounds Improv Festival, and one of the there's a couple of former writers from SNL there. Not the big name writers. These were like just guys that were there for one or two seasons, not Conan or anything. I did actually swear on stream last week. I did. It's true. It's a fact. Um, we we were learning about one of the big archetypes of comedy, and it is the legendary absurdist and straight man. The absurdist is the person who acts like an absolute absurd weirdo. The straight man is the guy who doesn't react to the person being absurd, but reacts candidly and straight laced conservatively to them. Examples of the straight man and absurdist would be Laurel and Hardy, would be the Honeymooners, um, Abbott and Costello. More recently, it would be. You give me a good example. Something that everybody would know. Okay, this is a bit of a reach. Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis. Jerry Lewis was the absurdist. Dean Martin was the straight man. The other guys, Will Ferrell and Marky Mark. Will Ferrell hilariously played the straight man in that, with Mark Wahlberg being the ridiculous one. And then they switch in the middle of the film, which is kind of a tongue-in-cheek moment. I was always good at being an absurdist. In case you guys haven't figured that out yet, I'm a bit left of center in the brain. Being absurd is simple. For me, I could be very ridiculous. I mean, look at my shirt. The tough part for me was learning to be the straight man. You can go ahead and clip that. I'm sure there's a gaggle of jokes you can use it for. So I had to learn to keep the straight face. I had to learn to not break when delivering lines. I had to learn not to break when other people were acting foolish. I had to learn to not... yeah, T-Bone did a great job on that dangle. So when I was not able to get on stage and deliver lines without being absurd, I was told to practice. Think of the most disturbing, disgusting, hilarious sentence you could string together. I can't repeat the one that I used to use because it is so rated X that Doug would probably be like, okay, I said I would probably never fire you. I have to fire you. It would be like, it was worse than Ron Burgundy telling San Diego to blank themselves. I had this sentence. It was a question I would ask people. And how I would go about it is I would go to people I barely knew, or people I knew just enough that I could say something weird and get a reaction. Because I had to test it in front of people that didn't expect me to say something like that. So I would just simply ice break a sentence. I'd be in a conversation like, hey, by the way, have you ever... And then I'd say the sentence, and the goal was to say it with the straightest face you could. And then at the end, when they react, be like... Well, like, because usually it was a ridiculous question. They'd be like, no. Be like, oh, all right, cool. Just wondering. Because I mastered that sentence and learned to say the most absurd, the most disgusting and vile conversation question I could think of at the time as a 28-year-old, once I mastered saying that sentence to strangers and people I barely knew, and I could do it enough times that I could deliver it with a straight face, there was literally nothing I could think of that would cause me to break more than that sentence. Once I mastered that, I could deliver any line with a straight face if I had to. So, the story of Carlos becoming a certified turd burglar, it pales in comparison to the conversation and question I used to ask people in order to train myself not to laugh at the absurd things I'm saying. Incoming opt-in only, not safe for work channel on Discord with further details on this story. Dave. Dave, I got your phone number, right? Maybe not. I don't think I have your phone number. For some reason, I don't think I saved it in my phone. If I can find it, DM me your phone number. For some reason, I didn't save it in my phone. I will call you. I will mute the audio. And I will call you. And I will utter the sentence to you because, Dave, you're you. Dangle says sports flicks. I agree with Dangle. He wants lucky number 13. He also wants a shot at the Grogu ice pack. Okay. He wants a gold sticker. I want you to get a gold sticker. I think you getting a gold sticker would be a great idea. Nothing says love like a gold sticker. Dave, if you have my phone number, just text me. I don't know why. I could have sworn I had your phone number. Dangle. Dangle, are you ready? You lucky so-and-so. DCD Collects presents Sportflix, featuring art by Jay Sullivan, KP, Paul Maitland, and Chris Turt Puzzlin. Collier, you got 13 out of 30. It's been lucky, 2 out of 2. Do we get a gold star with the magic knife? I'm gonna call him Steve. Parker, Gwen, and Bass. Dave, Tony, and Kevin. Gary Ward. The Las Vegas A's. It's 13. Box 13. Philadelphia Phillies. Dwight Evans. Man, oh man. I know you're a big Red Sox fan. That should be right up your alley. I would not recommend opening this. I would recommend keeping it sealed. 1979. Lady's like, wow, I was 2. I wasn't even born yet. I was born in 1980. $13, my friend. Lucky number 13. $12 is next. Now, KP's like, let's go! Oh, yeah! The champ is here. The champ is here. Hey, yo, Adrian, we did it! Somewhere around here, I have my Ivan Drago. Yeah, it's over. It's over there somewhere. It's far away. It's far away. Vintage cards, Turt, and a sealed pack. I am a Dolph Lundgren stan. He makes me happy to be part Swedish. Man, now I wonder how lucky 12 would have been for you, Dangle. Looks like we're not going to find out. Yeah, he just heard the sentence. And he laughed. He definitely thought what I had to say was funny. Take care, Tangle. Good luck. DC is a vile-mouthed sailor. It's true. Man, the things that I learned as a sailor, I learned to ask for a one-night stand in 4 different languages when I was in the Navy. It's true. I learned how to ask a woman to bed in 4 languages in the Navy by the time I was 22. One of my favorite was Swahili. Yes. Yes, I learned how to rudely ask for a night with a woman in Swahili. Now, normally, I would say it, in Swahili, I still remember it, I would say that. But now that there are clips available and now that there are instant translators, and AI translating stuff live, I am not going to say it. But believe me, I know how to rudely proposition somebody in Swahili. It is an interesting language. I never got to use it, other than to make the guy from Africa who taught me it laugh uncontrollably, because he could not believe that a cracker white dude like me could enunciate the style of speech, because it is very difficult for somebody not trained in that language to enunciate properly. But I digress. All right, last call, everybody. Last call. Oh, I cannot wait for the Lions' victory tomorrow. I got so many people doubting me that the Lions are going to win. I cannot wait to gloat about that Lion W. Telling you, Lions gonna win. Gonna shock the world. Not gonna shock me. Not gonna shock AG Detroit. Not gonna shock Kevin P. West. But the rest of the world gonna be shocked when they beat KC in prime time, game 1 of the 2023 season. They have all those commercials about the script, about the NFL being scripted. And they are going to wish they never made those commercials when the Lions beat KC tomorrow. And people go, wait a minute, they're literally telling me it's scripted. This is scripted. The Lions are absolutely going to have 11 or 12 wins. Let's look at the Lions division. You have the Bears, the Packers, and the Vikings. Haha, Dave's like, there's no shot. There's no shot. You'd be stunned. Believe me, you'd be stunned. Let me, honestly, I'll just do the breakdown now. So, first, before I get to the game at hand, let's address the Lions as a whole. Jared Goff proved who he was supposed to be when he became a Lion. Jared Goff is fine. We don't have to worry about Jared Goff. Jared Goff's last season speaks for itself. They now have a running back with a fresh set of legs that can catch arguably better than DeAndre Swift. Has a lower center of gravity, and does not need to carry the load like DeAndre did because they have somebody capable behind him. They have a core of wide receivers, albeit one of them being suspended, that are amazing. The sun god is the truth. J-Mo, once he gets his ish together, will be fine. You have a defense that has not changed very much from last year and was more than serviceable. Take a look at the scores to see that. You are playing a Green Bay team that no longer has Aaron Rodgers, that has an unproven quarterback, that is probably going to have to check down or scramble for his life on most downs. There's a guy named Aiden who's going to eat him for lunch. The Vikings are the Vikings. I can't say anything bad about their passing game, but their running game, Alexander Mattison, while he did have one of the highest breakaway run percentages 2 years ago, he did not show that same flash last year. And now, minus Dalvin Cook, you do not have a pass catcher out of the backfield in Madison that you did before. And you would argue Kenny Nwangwu would be that guy, except he is not capable of staying off the IR. So then what do you do to get that pass catching out of the back end? Thankfully, you drafted a guy named Jordan Addison who has the ability to go with Jay Jetta on the outside and probably have a pretty remarkable season, as they will be double teaming Jetta and leaving Addison open, not to mention who is their tight end. I'm just going to leave it at that. So you have the ability to pass, but your run game is not going to be there. The Lions are going to send linebackers into medium coverage, and they are going to put the safeties over the top, and they are going to double team the two and have a crack linebacking team that will try to stay on Hawk. Will there be a lot of points scored in Vikings games? Absolutely, I believe there will. However, I believe it'll be a game of attrition, and Aiden is just going to penetrate that line and make Cousins flee. The Bears are a bit of a wild card. They've gotten better on both sides of the ball, in my opinion. I honestly think the toughest fight for the Lions is going to be the Bears. I have very little bad things to say about them because even though he's a quarterback, the running ability of the man in the backfield, Mr. Fields, is almost unparalleled. Laporta will be a Pro Bowler. I don't doubt that. Their defense, and that's what I'm saying, a lot of points will be scored. Their defense is bad. But I am definitely saying that your inroads, and Dave will agree, Chicago is going to be your big fight. So I am interested in seeing that. Now, let's talk about the game at hand, because I have a methodology as to why I believe the Lions can beat Kansas City. If I am right, then probably sometime next week, Fox and or ESPN should probably call me and hire me to at least do little bits about why the underdog is going to win, because when you look at the analytics behind it, people are just giving points to KC because they're KC. Here's what I will say. Andy Reid, arguably one of the greatest coaches on the planet. Seriously, if you look at the body of work, if you look at all of the people that were successful coming from the Andy Reid tree of coaching, he is a wonderful coach. The players love him. He's got a great sense of humor. The guy is probably going to die on the football field because I don't see him giving up the reins. Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes. Can't take anything away from him. The running game is Isaiah Pacheco. That is your number one guy. There is an underdog who has a lot to prove. Their offensive line, arguably the exact same. Now, wide receiver. You don't have Kelsey likely game one. That's a massive hit because Kelsey was going to be your go-to. You have a rookie, a second-year veteran, a 3-year veteran, and a 5-year veteran, if I believe I have those years correct. All of which have never been a WR1. You arguably have two guys that played slot their entire college career, and you can only have one slot on the field considering you split out your tight end half of the time, which is likely going to be Noah Gray tomorrow. So, you are going to have a lot of growing pains with these younger receivers who are not used to being the X or the Y receiver. That is the bread and butter of setting up the plays. Now, as you know, the X and Y receiver typically were not the guys that were getting all of the touches in KC, but they were required to run the routes to get the underneath open to allow Cheetah to go from the slot and get those big gains, as well as the slot or slight split of Kelsey going through the middle and catching everything underneath. You don't have a route branch expert on the outside as you've had in previous years. That is going to cause confusion. You are going to get a lot of blown plays. Game one for KC is going to be a growing pain. You do not have the firepower you had last year. It is going to show on the field. You do not have the pass rusher who is sitting holding out. And by the way, I want to point out his reasoning and his comeback to all of the backlash about him sitting out is absolutely absurd. When asked how he feels about his teammates being upset about him holding out, this man had the audacity to say, "Why are they mad at me? I'm just asking for a raise. How can you be mad at somebody asking for a raise?" When I ask for a raise, I don't quit on my teammates. When I ask for a raise, I don't stop showing up to work until I get one. Now, when I was in the union, yeah. And don't get me wrong, the NFL has a players' union. But all of them aren't striking. He's the only one striking. He's holding out. It's different if the players collectively couldn't come up with a bargain, i.e., the collective bargaining. But for one player to do it and then not understand how anybody could be mad at him, yeah, trade him. I know he's one of the best defensive linemen on the planet, not named Aaron. Trade him now. That's not the mentality you want. Get the boatload of picks and players you will get for him. Get rid of him. If he has a no trade clause, excellent. He has racked up $4 million worth of fines. Keep racking up those fines. You get that money back, and then you can pay him the money that you fined him anyway, and he can feel good about himself when you're not actually spending an extra dime. People do not understand how much the Lions went out and revamped their secondary to be able to take care of the Vikings. The Lions' defense is going to be so much better. That is correct. I apologize. I do not have all of the names of your secondary. I am aware that you retooled the linebackers, and of course, you got Aiden, and that's a big get. Exactly the reason why the Lions got rid of Hawk. Exactly the reason. Most people were shocked when it happened. I was shocked when they got rid of T-Hawk. Then I looked at the numbers and realized, holy shnikes, that was the best time to get rid of T-Hawk. That was actually a baller move. I tip my hat to that trade. Listen, get me started on football. I could literally talk hours on football. But I have a family to get home to. So without any further ado, what do you say we call it a night, everyone? I'm down to only 9 people watching. Apparently, when I start going on football, nobody wants to hear it. Tomorrow we have everything for sale. We also have football to watch. I will be watching it. I will somewhere in my sight line that is not on camera, as it's illegal to rebroadcast anything by the NFL. Excuse me. I will be watching the game with you guys. Until then, I love each and every one of you. Please take care of yourselves and each other. Excuse me. So that we can do it again tomorrow. There are a lot of unconventional packages you want to see opened. We are going to talk Lions and Chiefs as the Lions shock the world. And we're going to hang and do DCD collect stuff. So, take care, everybody. Get some really good sleep. Tomorrow is going to be a fantastic day. It's the night before football Christmas. I will probably have to take a melatonin to go to sleep. Good night, everybody. I will see you all tomorrow.